first black-owned radio station in Atlanta, Georgia, WERD-AM. But in 1948, TV was also being introduced. Time moves on. What about you? Netflix 97, Google 98, YouTube 05, Twitter 06, Instagram 10, TikTok 16. And now do you know? Do you know what I mean? Moves on. What about you? Instantly. But why and how can schools continue to charge thousands of dollars in tuition just to get a piece of paper to go look for a job that you may or may find, and then is it even something that you would like to do? Well, we're going to let this white boy break it down to you, and then we'll come back with the solution. Stay tuned.
I want to share with you some disturbing data about a college education, a college degree today, just to see how you react to it. Did you know the average price of a house in 1980 was $64,000 and it's $336,000? That is an uptick of 425%. Did you know the average price of a car in 1980 was $7,000? Today it's $47,000. That's an increase of 571%. But did you know the average cost of college from 1980 till today has increased, ready? 1,200%. By the way, inflation from 1980 till today is 236%. Cost of college tuition, 1,200%. Let me get this straight. Income's only $217, $220. Tuition for college is 1,200%, 1,000% more. How can the average American afford to send their kids to college or the students to pay for it? We'll talk about that today. Okay, so before you get upset at the college you went to or you're going to right now, let's ask a few questions to see if it's really worth it, and then let's make a decision. But if you get value out of this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with others. 5 things we're going to talk about in this video. Number 1, the cost increase. Number 2, is the actual investment, meaning the 4 to 5 years and the money you spent into it, is the rate of return worth it? Role college plays. Does it carry the same weight before? And how will it be disrupted? What's going to happen to the future of college if they keep going the way they're going today? So let's get right into it. So if college is so great and it's so worth paying the $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 per year, why don't private banks finance it? Why is most of the financing being done by the government? And why isn't the government preventing these colleges from increasing the price? So every year college increases the tuition, the government's like, yeah, we'll finance it. Yeah, we'll finance it. Yeah, we'll finance it. And then when a kid who's 23 now and wants to file a BK, or 28 now, they'll be able to BK their credit card debt, their car loan, all this other stuff, but you're not able to BK your college loan? How? Why not? Well, who created that law? Well, the government did. How? Because colleges and government are officially in bed together. For every dollar that they loan out, tuition goes up 60 cents for every dollar. So universities are like, oh my gosh, loan more because I can increase my tuition. Loan more because I can increase my tuition. And these politicians are confused the hell out of people in America, talking about how private corporations are not paying enough taxes and all this other stuff. Really? Wait till you see how much these colleges have in their endowments, in their checking accounts. And on top of that, the fact that they pay zero in taxes and they have zero regulation on how much they can increase their prices. So maybe you ought to ask your politician in your community, if you're so worried about protecting these medicines that takes 5 cents to make and they're selling it for $100, how come you're not going out to college, calling out colleges and universities for charging as much as they do for 18-year-old kids to go into debt that they cannot afford, that they have to pay 20 years to pay off? Why don't we go hold some of these colleges accountable for paying this much in taxes? March Madness, you got football games, this much in taxes. Yet let's distract them and focus on these corporations that are creating jobs. And oh my gosh, they're not paying any taxes, which they're paying billions on top of billions in taxes. I think it's a fair question to ask. So now somebody may say, well, Pat, that's not fair. The way you're talking about is the fact that colleges, all they do is they sit on cash. Maybe they do. Let's look at their dollar amount. Here are 10 universities that have a minimum of $10 billion or higher in their endowment account, which is kind of like cash. And I want to compare how much cash they got versus some corporations. And I want to kind of get your reaction to see if you're okay with that. Let's go through it. Top 13, Cornell University, over 10 billion. Vanderbilt, over 10 billion. Emory University, 11 billion. Washington University in St. Louis, over 14 billion. Harvard, ready? 53 billion. Now let's compare them to some corporations. And again, I really want to see your reaction. Comment below. If this gets you thinking and saying, how the hell is this even possible? Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Ready? Watch this. You ever heard of a company called McDonald's? You know how much they got in cash? These greedy people. $2.3 billion. You ever heard of Starbucks? Massive, 420,000 employees. You know how much they got in cash? $3.8 billion. You ever heard of this company called Disney? You know Walt Disney? You know how much they got in cash? $16 billion. You ever heard of Tesla? This company Tesla, ran by this greedy guy. You know how much they got in cash? $18 billion. Ford, $36 billion. Coca-Cola, $36 billion. Pfizer, $51 billion. Even Meta, Facebook, has $54 billion. Only $1 billion more than Harvard. Are you okay with that? And we're so hardcore on these guys not paying any taxes. Yet colleges and universities, they literally pay zero taxes, okay? And they have the same amount of cash, if not more, by all these other corporations that are day-to-day competing. They have to compete every day, hiring, firing, enemies, competition, regulation. And universities regulation, hey, keep funding it, guys, because the federal government's financing all the loans. Don't worry about it. It's all going to be all right. Are you okay with that? Does it make you think the way it makes me think? Let's talk about average starting salary when you go to college. A kid goes to college. I'm willing to do everything you told me, counselor. I'll increase ACT, SAT. I'll take the honor. I'll take this. I'll take everything you said because I want to get in. Because you promised me when I get out, I'm going to get a fat salary. Do you know the average expectation of a college grad when they come out is to make $104,000? But do you know what the average college grad makes when they come out? $55,000. By the way, do you know the average computer science graduate that comes out, they're expecting to make $95,000. They're a little bit more realistic. And their average salary is $75,000. Watch this one. The ones that are the one that think they should make the most money and they make the least. Journalists get out of college thinking they should make $107,000. You know what's the average journalist salary when they get out of college after they went to Columbia and spent a couple $100,000? $45,000. That's the starting salary. You want me to spend $200,000 to come out and compete in a marketplace after giving you 4 to 5 years of my life and I'm only making this kind of money? Was it really worth me spending the dollar there? Well, let's talk about the evolution of education and why it was needed and how companies are going away from requiring 4-year degrees, and I'll actually give you some specific data. But here's what happened over the years. So we first started off with age of manufacturing in the 1900s. This is when companies like Ford, Boeing, GE, RCA came out, and companies started saying, look, man, we need people to be a little bit more educated. Okay, great. Universities are like, hey, we'll offer this, we'll offer that. And so companies said, it's better if we hire people that are going to college. So college was actually valuable because it was teaching things that you need to know at that time. Then we went to age of distribution. This is when Walmart came in, Toyota, Procter & Gamble, UPS. So they started saying, look, we definitely need, this is getting global, business is changing. We need some people to start having a little bit more experience. College is definitely more necessary. Then in 1990, Age of Information showed up, and Google, Yahoo, Comcast, Facebook. And the idea of memorizing stuff when you went to school was no longer valuable. Google screwed everything up when it came down to memorization because nobody, like how much does an average guy on Jeopardy make for memorizing all the stuff that they do?
This is your number one station, your official station.
What a great memory you got. It means nothing because I can answer it faster than you based on Google. 100% of people in the world are smarter than the smartest guy on Jeopardy because they got Google in their hands. Let me say that one more time. 100% the average person in the world is smarter than the smartest person on Jeopardy because they got Google. Game over. So if you won Jeopardy 28 years ago, nobody cares today because the average 7-year-old can beat you because they got access to Google. YouTube. If I wanted to learn how to do something, yes, 40 years ago, holy shit, I got to go find somebody that knows what they're doing. Today, YouTube, just get on there. You'll learn how to do everything you want to do. Pretty much everything you can learn how to do on YouTube. Those two changed the game for education, and people started actually asking is it still worth it? Then we went to age of customer, which is today, Uber, Airbnb, Amazon, Netflix, Apple. So some of these corporations sat there and said, wait a minute, is it that important for us to send kids to college and only focus on recruiting college kids? So look what happened to some of these companies. From 2017 to 2021, Orange shows how many of the people they were hiring had four-year degrees. Red shows how many it is today. So 2017 is Orange, 2021 is today. Intel is requiring more people to have four-year degrees today when they hire them. But look at Google. Google cares less about a four-year degree today. Apple definitely cares less. Facebook is a little bit less. Microsoft is less. Accenture is less. And IBM is about the same as it was before. So what's the moral of the story here? Corporations are sitting there saying, yeah, we used to require for you to have a four-year degree. We don't require like we did before, because there's many other ways to get the education and the training that used to get only through colleges. So top 10 companies that no longer require a four-year degree. You ready? Google, Apple, Bank of America, Tesla, Netflix, IBM, Penguin Random House, Costco, Starbucks, Chipotle no longer sit there and say, we need a college degree like we did before. You know what's one of the worst things that happened to universities in America? COVID. COVID exposed everything. Here's why. When COVID happened, universities, being the most responsible institutions out there, they shut down and they started doing everything with schooling through Zoom. Now, Harvard came out and they asked the question, they said, listen, Harvard, since I'm coming home and I'm not coming to the school and everything's based on Zoom, can you give us a discount? And Harvard said, nope, the stamp of approval when you get a degree from Harvard is very valuable, and because of that, you have to pay this much money. Perfect. That got some people to think and say, wait a minute, aren't one of the 5 benefits of going to Harvard and the institution is to network with other people and spend time with them? Yes. What happened to that? Wiped out. The biggest value of going to these universities is the people you network with is officially gone, and they still wanted you to pay full price, no discount, even though COVID was going on, which got people thinking, let me get this straight. If we are going to school at home on Zoom, why do I need to go to a school in the first place? It got people saying, maybe it's a big opportunity for us to disrupt the educational industry as a whole and come out with online courses. Maybe we start, and everybody started innovating. A bunch of people started innovating, and it exposed another major leak in universities when COVID took place, knowing anybody and everybody can get educated, not necessarily needing to go to schools because I miss out on the opportunities of networking. If I still have to pay full price, I'm going to go elsewhere to get it done.
No, I know it's wrong. But hold on a minute while we check out our Asian friend before we give you the solution that's going to change your life forever.
Are going to want to hear.
Stay tuned.
But at the same time, it's so important that I have to tell you. And that secret is this. What if I told you that every single day kids go to school, they become less intelligent? Now, how could that be possible? When kids go to school, they learn things, right? And they accumulate more knowledge. So if anything, they should be getting smarter. We realize that the first part to building a great company is to assemble a great team. The fact is, there is so much more than just one type of intelligence. And while school can make you more academically intelligent, it can teach you physics, algebra, calculus. It is diminishing the children's creative intelligence. It is teaching them to think a certain way, to go down a certain path in life. It is telling them, go to high school, get a diploma. Go to a good college, find a stable job. And if you don't do that, you won't be successful. I think this is what our education system has done. Over just these 5 to 6 years in the education system, these creative children have turned into these teenagers that are unwilling to think outside of the box. How did I, a straight C student, start a technology company at the age of 16?
Let's hump it, let's hump it.
How is my company,
I mean, I feel helpless,
which was featured on the Wall Street Journal last week, doing better than some of the companies started by Harvard or Stanford graduates? It must be something that can't be measured by academic intelligence alone. So here's what I believe. Parents, teachers, educators, you have the power to influence and inspire youth.
In college admissions.
The fact is, there are way too many people out there right now who are obsessed with telling kids to go to college, to find a good job, and to be successful. There are not enough who are telling kids to explore more possibilities, to become entrepreneurs. And if there's one message that I want parents, kids, and all of you to take away from what I've said here today, it's that you can open your own doors, that you can stray away from this conventional, limited, and narrow path that education sets us upon. You can diverge and create your own future. You can start your own companies and start your own nonprofits. You can create, you can innovate. And if there's one message I want you to take away from everything I've said, it's this. No one has ever changed the world by doing what the world has told them to
College
do.
admissions process.
Thank you.
Going to go into it as it burned to the ground.
Alright, this might be the big one. Look at it. Look. Yep, there's it.
YouTube has a library of over 800 million videos. While YouTube has a super collection and a great algorithm system, no one until now has categorized YouTube videos into smaller collections for curriculum courses in healing arts therapy. We all have some level of dis-ease that need attention. Even doctors, teachers, politicians, millionaires, and billionaires. While YouTube has a super collection and a great algorithm system, no one until now has categorize YouTube videos into smaller collections for curriculum courses in healing arts therapy. You know about curriculums. Curriculums are why students are charged thousands of dollars to be admitted into college. Our curriculum course collection is now $25,000. This new age education system is so ground flourish. So here's the real deal. YouTube videos are free to watch, but we have added great value by pre-searching some of the very best and placing them under a key code in 12 healing category courses. So here's your first assignment challenge to earn access. Go to the link at the foot of this video. Click on any of the videos, then share your favorite one on social media.
Hi everyone, my name is Mayor Rigo Veos. I am here cordially inviting everyone to come and educate yourself, get the right information, learn, and after that, use it wisely. I'm inviting everyone. This is the right investment when it comes to time that you want to put in your life. Come and learn how to live a healthy lifestyle. Thank you. Inviting everyone.
Health and wellness. Stay tuned. Thank you for showing up and watching till the end. Now let's recap. There is a new education system launching soon. It's called WACPtv.bz 12.0. 12 volumes of categorized conscious YouTube videos that pays you to watch. Heal thyself, know thyself, have fun making testimonial videos and watching videos of your interest category. 500 test market class members are needed to evaluate and validate this new age system before we launch. Registration for this history-making class is only $5, as you will receive a scholarship worth $197 for helping to add videos, suggestions, and learn how to earn $100 for every new referral after launch. Stay tuned. Teamwork makes the dream work. Let's build together, grow together, network together, and get paid together. Isn't it about time?
You must give knowledge to the youngest, instruct. Remember that a nation that cannot instruct the youngest, educate them, is doomed to disappear.